batters up in Stranger Things. What's up everyone? I am 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. We are so excited to have you here. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and turn on that bell so you are informed about all things nerdy, strange, chaos. Before I get into today's video, I did want to shout out my personal merch store. If you are a fan of fandoms, specifically Stranger Things, The Vampire Diaries, and a few other different fandoms, I have had a merch shop, okay? But I would love if you check that out. It is so fun. I love creating all things nerdy, from sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, accessories, super fun. So make sure you check it out. All right, today we are going to be talking about baseball and Stranger Things. And you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? Well, let's dive in. There's been a bunch of scenes within Stranger Things that have talked about baseball in some way or another. Talking about baseball is associated with, forced conformity and finding that true self.
It's forced conformity. That's what's killing the kids! That's the real monster.
There's a very tender scene with Jonathan and Will in season 1, episode 2. And Jonathan is driving to Lonnie's house and he's getting this type of flashback of talking to Will.
So if you want me,
Don't you even like baseball?
No, but I don't know.
He's trying to force you to like normal things. And you shouldn't like things because people tell you you're supposed to. Okay?
This was a back-to-back scene. They could have chose literally anywhere else to have the scene, but this scene was on a baseball field. It's with Mike and Dustin and Lucas.
What does that matter? The X-Men are weirdos. If you love her so much, why don't you marry her? Hi, Elle. I love you so much. Would you marry me? Shut up, Lucas.
And so that's just this other form of forced conformity. And I don't know, everything is very intentional, and to have that back to back with just like these very intentional details and like coding, and then all next we see are the bullies that show up. It's just very intentional to me. The next forced conformity that I see is when Mike and Will are having that argument.
Okay, but we're not kids anymore. I mean, what did you think, really? That we were never gonna get girlfriends? That we were just gonna sit in my basement all day and play games for the rest of our lives? Yeah. Yes, I did.
And then we see Will go and destroy Castle Byers with a baseball bat. Let's not also forget that there was a very, very brief moment in the garage with Nancy, and she's holding the baseball bat, pretending to
Whoa.
And Steve comes in and asks what she is doing, and she's basically just saying, oh, just trying to pretend that everything is normal.
Oh, I was just thinking about joining softball.
A very tense, emotional type scene, in my opinion, is when we're getting the visions of Billy from 11. She's seeing a young Billy and going through his life with an abusive father. And what is he playing? Yes, baseball.
This isn't strike 1. This isn't even strike 3.
It's strike 20. You're on the bench, son. And if it had been my coach, be lucky to still be on the team.
Did kind of like this moment back to Lonnie, Jonathan, and Will's dad kind of wanting to force them to be a part of baseball, like baseball. And you see Jonathan putting the nails in that baseball bat to be like, no. Have Steve's force conformity with the baseball bat, with the nails in the bat. Here he is being this booty hole in the season 1, and him probably wanting to be like this and having that kind of forced upon him, but then his journey is slowly taking a turn and we're seeing this character start a new path. I do quickly want to take a peek at one of the titles, Escape from 𝗙mě. I do know that A Wrinkle in Time is going to play into this, and I'm very excited, but let me read you a little bit of 𝗙mě. I did remember reading A Wrinkle in Time, and I am so fascinated that it's going to be in this season. So, A Wrinkle in Time. 𝗙mě is a planet where conformity and uniformity are taken to extremes. The people of 𝗙𝗵𝗃 are all the same, and they do the same things. Hello? This is because they are controlled by a single brain called it, which prevents any deviations from the prescribed order. So put that with this together and you have forced conformity. So I'm very excited, so giddy about it. So will season 5 have forced conformity? Will there be baseball reference? Will there be more baseball bats? Will there be talk of baseball? Will we be on a baseball field? I'd love to know what you think. Remember, everything is intentional. The Duffers don't do anything just for fun. They are so cryptic. If you haven't noticed within Ross's photo dumps this past year, it's crazy. I'll go into that another time. But what are your thoughts on baseball?